Is proud to sponsor the Sideline Report every Thursday on your hometown radio station, WPKY 103.3. Listen each Thursday for the deal of the week. Then head to U-Ride on Marion Road and ask Dave all about it and take a test drive. Dave Harton is the sales manager, and he'd love to help put you in a good pre-owned vehicle. On-the-lot financing is available at U-Ride. Ask for the deal of the week at U-Ride on the Marion Road in Princeton. For more information, call 270-365-3018.
You've been listening to your WPKY News Edge. Find news 24 hours a day at WPKYOnline.com. Good morning. Thanks for waking up with Tess and Ty on 1580, 103.3 WPKY and worldwide at WPKYOnline.com.
1580, 103.3 WPKY. Good morning, Tess and Ty. And a little bit of rain this morning. Nothing too horrible. But we had a couple of downpours, and we actually had some sunshine poking out there for a minute. I got excited.
Yeah, we had a little bit of sun, but we also going to have a little bit of rain. It's going to be like that.
WPKY.
Hey, Uh-oh. I could. Well, no, you got to
stop that.
What happened there?
I have no clue.
I used to get mad.
I honestly don't know.
I used to say our robot malfunctioned. I used to talk about the robot. So I'm going to call it the robot this morning.
You know, sometimes the robot. Literally, we were standing here talking about the sunshine.
I'm glad we're not flying an airplane.
I'm not. This is one of those mornings.
Fire the pilots.
You know, there's some places where they name the gremlin, and I think that's what I did. I started talking about gremlins early this morning, and now. I mean, who knows?
Fire the pilots. No, I mean, nothing happened. But hey, we do want to remind folks and everybody this morning that there is some construction here in Princeton.
Yes,
it was our lead story.
In all seriousness.
The Maple Avenue Bridge going over the railroad track, they're finalizing the sewer line through there, and so it's going to be closed for a little bit. So if you usually go that way, I mean, they've done a fantastic job. The city has of Maple Avenue and getting all that paved and ready after all that construction. But this is the final leg of that, and it's going to be down for a little bit. So just make a note of that if you usually travel Maple Avenue.
Well, and hey, that's progress. You know, we've got progress going on here, and that's always a good thing.
Always a good thing.
You know, it could be delays here and there, but I think they do a really good job of trying to get some of this stuff taken care of, and so that's important.
Just a reminder.
And you know, too, while we're talking about roads, one of the things that this weather kind of brings along with it, and has a history of bringing along with it, is some flash flooding, the creeks. You know, what is that old saying? You know, I'll see you in the morning. The creeks don't rise. It's in our area. That's just kind of a way of life, especially out. In certain areas. I happen to live out north of the county, so I know that out there we have a lot of trouble with that. And I'm assuming that they do in other areas as well.
Sometimes.
So just be aware, because we're supposed to be. There's a good chance of getting a couple of inches before today is out. So be aware of that, and keep your eyes and ears open. What does that say? The cliches today is just evidently what I'm all about. Turn around, don't drown.
That's it.
But it's a cliche that works, though, right?
Yeah, it should work. I mean, it doesn't take very high water moving at a fast rate of speed, to move your vehicle or to push it somewhere. So. Just be aware of that. Hopefully this thing will get out of here by tomorrow afternoon and not rain as much as forecasters had predicted.
And it's remnants of Barry. I mean, we can't really. It wasn't a whole lot of things that we could do about it. No. I mean, there never is really with the weather. But so if you've got crops and that sort of thing out, and you're wondering when you're going to be able to get out trying to plan your week, it looks like it's probably going to be later on in the week. Yeah. Now, the bad thing about that is, you may want to work on round bales instead of square bales right now, because it's going to be horribly hot. They're talking about the triple-digit heat index once again. For moms and that sort of thing as well, dads, when you're getting the kids out to practice, I know football camps are starting up this week. We've got band camps starting up this week. So when we need to think about how to keep the kids cool, make sure that we send plenty of water and sports drinks and electrolytes and that sort of thing. So just be aware of that, and keep your eyes and ears open.
74 and light rain at WPKY. Stick around. Coffee talk coming up on WPKY.
Serving Caldwell County since 1950. We're 1580, 103.3 WPKY Princeton.
Fox News, I'm Lillian Wu. The president's feud with 4 freshman congresswomen continuing on Twitter this morning.
He said the Democratic congresswomen have been, quote, spewing some of the most vile, hateful, and disgusting things ever said by a politician in the House or the Senate, and yet they get a free pass and a big embrace from the Democratic Party.
Fox's Kevin Corke. House Democrats planning to vote on a measure that strongly condemns what they're calling the president's racist remarks aimed at the 4 women of color, 3 American-born, who he told to go back to their countries. Hearings on Capitol Hill today for top tech companies, including Facebook, Google, and Amazon.
An antitrust panel of the House Judiciary Committee is looking to find out whether the companies have become so big that they need to be broken up. The hearing coming as regulators around the world are voicing concerns about the tech giants' market power and their data collection policy.
Fox's Cheryl Casoni. This is Fox News.
W277CK Princeton. Here's your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast.
Well, showers and thunderstorms is pretty well what you're going to look at today, all the way through tonight. High today is going to reach 81, and then your low tonight, overnight, about 72. Tomorrow, 50-50 shot at showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy otherwise, with a high near 86, and then on Thursday, mostly sunny, high near 91. It's 74 at Tess and Ty, 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Life is filled with moments we share with those we love, worry about, and strive to protect the most. At Woodman Life, we provide life insurance and retirement products to help protect you and your family so that you can enjoy all the moments to come.
This is Josh Ray, your local Woodman Life agent. Come see us at 1009 West Main Street or give us a call at 365-6111.
Certain eligibility and age restrictions apply. Woodman of the World Life Insurance Society, Omaha, Nebraska.
Time to take a look at community news here on 1580 103.3 WPKY. This morning's community news is brought to you by Community Medical Clinic.
Well, Dotson Days is right here, right around the corner. It's going to be here before you know it. The annual community festival at the historic Dotson Park, August 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. That's Thursday through Sunday. There's all kinds of events that are scheduled. Of course, that is sponsored by your Dotson Park Board, partnering with Community Disciples Incorporated.
That's right, Tess, and the 10th Annual Cornhole Tournament. Big event there Friday, August 2nd at Dotson Days Community Festival. Registration 5:30 to 6 p.m. The tournament will begin at 6, and that's at Dotson Park, Donovan Street, and Calvert Street. Entry fee $20 per team. Event day registration is $30, so register early. Contact Dan Harris if you want to join, 270-625-1134.
Well, Highland Baptist Youth Challenge Mission Rally is August 3rd. They're in need of mission projects for the churches attending to complete. In the past, now they've built wheelchair ramps, did yard work, power washed houses, decks painted, etc. They also need to get some help from the community to get their eyes and ears open to who needs the help so that they can get those kids and those adult supervisors out there to complete it. Now, last year they had 19 churches in attendance. That's over 300 folks, and of course they did 22 projects. You can call Highland for more information, 270-963-9151, or visit the church at 318 Baker Street in Princeton.
Christ Tabernacle Church in Princeton invites all kindergarten through elementary school age kids to join them to take a trip to Athens. It's their vacation Bible school through the 18th. That begins today. Christ Tabernacle Church in Princeton. Registration 5:30 each evening. Transportation available by calling 270-619-0654.
Of course, Brother Lynn Williams and congregation out at Sugar Creek Baptist Church right there on 293 North in Princeton started their Down on the Farm Bible School yesterday, and of course that will run all the way through Wednesday. It's not too late. You can show up at 6 o'clock this evening. That'll run till 8:30. It's Sugar Creek's Down on the Farm, VBS, 6 to 8:30 p.m. nightly.
And if you or someone you know is experiencing memory loss or behavioral changes, it's time to learn the facts. Join the Alzheimer's Association for their free workshop. That's coming up next Tuesday, July 23rd at 10 a.m. at the PAD office, 300 Hammond Drive in Hopkinsville. To register, 800-272-3900.
Well, the First Baptist Church Clothing Room will be open the fourth Tuesday of every month from 8:30 until 10:30, with the next opening being today, July 23rd. There'll be a large selection of clothing for men, women, and children. Please use the K Street entrance door. First Baptist Church is located at 300 West Main Street in Princeton.
And Goodman Funeral Home, along with Modern Woodman Life Representative Josh Cook, will hold a back-to-school school supply drive. That's Tuesday, July 23rd from 3 to 5 p.m. Drop off school supplies or monetary donations at Goodman Funeral Home. All donations will stay in our community and support the Hope and Cove Centers. Neighbors helping neighbors with Goodman Funeral Home, Woodman Life's Josh Cook, and 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Peace, love, and music. It's hard to understate the impact of the 1969 Woodstock Music Festival on American culture and music.
Join Casey Jones Distillery and the Pennyroyal Arts Council and celebrate Woodstock's 50th anniversary with the Lights Out Festival featuring the Woodstock Rock Orchestra August 17.
Hopkinsville's own Mark Jones, Chip Graham, and Alonzo Pennington, and at least a dozen more seasoned musicians will take you on a musical journey through the performances of songs played by
The Who, Sly and the Family Stone, Joe Cocker, Led Zeppelin, Creedence Clearwater Revival,
The Beatles, Janis Joplin, Santana, The Rolling Stones, and many others.
General admission and a limited number of VIP tickets are available online at pennyroyalarts.org and CaseyJonesDistillery.com.
Or in person at the Alhambra Theater box office and at Casey Jones Distillery.
So make your plans now for the Lights Out Festival featuring the Woodstock Rock Orchestra August 17th at Casey Jones Distillery.
And special thanks to our lead sponsor, Budweiser.
A taste of the Orient and authentic Chinese food await you at the Great Wall Chinese Restaurant in Princeton. Enjoy the lunch buffet Monday through Saturday, 11 to 3:30, and the dinner buffet from 3:30 to 9. Friday and Saturday night, enjoy the seafood buffet featuring onion shrimp and frog legs. Be sure to ask for your coupon card. Buy 9 buffets and get 1 free. Dine in or carry out at the Great Wall. Open daily, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Located in the Princeton Plaza off Highway 62, West Princeton.
Well, Trice Hughes has over 120 pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. And Trice Hughes, if they don't have what you're looking for, they can find it with their special software system. They can show you pictures of the vehicle you're looking for, order a Carfax report, and anything else that you'd like to know about the vehicle before you buy it. You don't actually have to wait until you get it home and then say, oops. Just call Trice Hughes at 270-896-0753. Talk to any of the salesmen, tell them what you're looking for, and they're going to get to work for you. If you're looking for a new car, truck, or SUV, the process is all the same. Give them a call, 270-896-0753, and they're going to get it for you. Trice Hughes wants your business, so give Trice a try. Also, check out their inventory, TriceHughesGM.com, or visit the dealership on Highway 91 North in Princeton.
Treasures Remembered Florist and Greenhouse, serving families in good times and bad times. They offer fresh bouquets and sympathy arrangements, custom wreaths and silk arrangements. They have a wonderful selection of gifts, sympathy items, unique wall art, frames and framed prints, birdhouses, candles, wind chimes, and more. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5, and Saturday, 8:30 to noon. Treasures Remembered Florist and Greenhouse, 600 West Locust Street, Princeton, serving Princeton and Caldwell County for over 100 years.
1580 103.3 WPKY Coffee Talk is on the air. Morning conversations about things of interest to you. If you'd like to be a guest on Coffee Talk, just email us your information at WPKYonline@gmail.com. We're proud to call Caldwell County home. WPKY.
1580 103.3 WPKY. Tess and Ty and Coffee Talk is on the air. Good morning.
Good morning, and welcome into the WPKY studio, Heather Ppoole. Good morning.
Good morning. Oh, now you move. You see, you moved the mic. Now I can see her.
I know. That's why I did that. I'm a polite person.
In front of company when we have company.
Heather is here to tell us more about an event that you're passionate about, and it's the local Autism Walk. And tell us a little bit more about that.
Pactive Princeton Inc. with myself is sponsoring an Autism Walk here in Princeton on August 3rd. We encourage everyone to come out, just even if you want to learn more about autism. That's our goal, to get us out there, let people know that we are a support, advocacy, and education group here in town that works with anyone, any age. And, we need the community support. We want to see more people, because everyone can probably say, hey, I know someone, or my friends have a child, or, it's not going away, and that's why we want to bring it to the forefront. I myself have 2 on the spectrum.
Well, tell us a little bit more about that. Obviously, you have a personal connection, and that is your passion. But tell us a little bit more about your passion and why this is so important for you and all of us here in the community about autism.
Well, we have a lot of 200 people under 18 affected with autism somewhere on the spectrum, and it is very wide. That can be your people, your children that can't handle loud noises, to the ones that can't speak. Some have behavior issues. You know, they can't always express themselves, and they need our community to advocate for them.
Well, and it's something that I think that I will say our community is wonderful in supporting them. In my experience, I have a son with special needs, and of course he's nonverbal. And I will say that we, as a community, I have been blown away with the amount of support. And, you know, nobody looks at them like they're different around here. They really don't. They don't treat them any differently. If anything, they get more attention. And that kid is spoiled rotten. I mean, everybody wants to run up and hug him when they see him. And, you know, Eli is everybody's buddy. And I don't think that the kids feel as different, and they feel inclusive in this community. And that's something I do want to, you know, that I'm very appreciative as a mom about, and I'm sure you are as well.
And that's part of our mission this year as well. We focus so much on the special needs child. We've actually expanded our group now to include siblings, so that if they have something that they can't do due to noise or crowds, because that does affect the autism spectrum disorder, we have a program that allows the children that aren't affected by it to get those outings and do things. And that's part of what this walk will help sponsor. It allows us to take these children out at no cost to the parents. Plus, during our meetings during the school year, we actually provide the parents with different topics of education, and we provide childcare, which is a large thing. Some people don't get any breaks. I know if it wasn't for my family, I would not have a single one.
If it wasn't for my mom and dad, that's the only place that my son is really and truly really ever been, other than school. And that, you know, that can wear on the entire family. You know, everybody needs a break from time to time.
Yes.
And tell us about your meetings throughout the year. Where are those held, and who can come?
Okay, well, they are open to anyone. If you just want to learn about it, you know someone with autism or any special need, really, we will try to come up with something. We hold different topics every month. We do meet during the school year, so our first actual non-private meeting this year will be in September. They run the second Tuesday of every month at the Children's Library here in town from 5:30 to 7. We do provide food and childcare.
And that's down at the George Kuhn Public Library, upstairs in the Children's Library?
Yes,
oh, okay. And tell us about, again, your run. Is this the first one that you've held, or I thought you all may have done one last year. Did you?
This is actually our first one.
This is your first one, okay.
We are hopefully expecting a very large turnout. There's been a lot of interest. We're just trying to get the group out there, and hopefully we can do this every year, because, you know, again, it's for a wonderful cause. It's local. Everything stays local. All funds for the walk go directly to this group to provide, like I said, activities,
education.
For siblings. It allows us to bring certain speakers in if there's a topic we can't cover. I know we've done power of attorneys, many things, even rhythmic movements and essential oils. You know, a wide range of what is available that may help these children, the parents. And when I say children, I mean children of any age. So you could be a person with autism yourself and say, hey, I need some help, and you can come and talk to us. We can't legally, do any legal action for you, but we can help you find a place that can give you services or things like that.
Sometimes it's helpful for parents and guardians and that sort of thing, just to be around each other and swap stories, and, you know, this is what's going on in my house. Well, this is what's going on in my house. Sometimes you just having that person to bounce it off of can really make a difference.
Yes. Any special needs individual, their support system is everything. And they don't always consider, well, we don't as parents, we don't always consider our needs. And you're right, talking to other people that have been through it or may have different ideas, that does help. And that's part of why we meet, because we can talk to each other and see, like my children, my one has behavior issues, the little one not so much. We have other parents that have been through or go through the same thing. and it helps us combine our ideas to what can help these children. And I mean, like you said, our community doesn't focus on making them different. That's why it's an awareness walk, because we know they're here. We know they need that little bit of extra, but we're not advocating for awareness as much as we are acceptance. Because there are those that, like my oldest, he has temperament issues. He can at times be violent. Mostly it's at home, thank goodness. But there are those that can't control it in public because they don't have that control. And that's like, okay, he's different. Let's not play. And that's not the case. So.
Well, I think that's wonderful. Anytime that you're trying to make a public awareness or, get information out there for people, I think that's a good thing.
And tell us how we can register for the awareness walk that's coming up in August. Tell us if you have a Facebook page or any registration site. How do we do that?
Okay, registration information for both walkers and minors are available at the City County Ppoole. I am also available to reach anytime. My number is on any flyer. We also have a Facebook event page. It's called One Step at a Time. It is a public event. Anyone can access it. I share it daily. If you're a friend of mine on Facebook, if not, feel free to add me. We also have a private Facebook page. We are very out there. If you know someone in the group, they can get them. And we just encourage anyone and everyone. I will hand deliver and hand pick up any application. All pre-registration, though, we do ask to have back by the 26th. But don't worry if you can't get it in. We do take registration at the door. It just doesn't give you a fundraising opportunity in the meantime. So at the door, registration would be $10.
Okay, and what's the pre-registration amount?
Pre-registration is free.
Okay.
But we do ask you to try to raise some money, at least. We're hoping at least 50, but if you can't do it, of course, that's fine. We still want you to come out and see your smiling face. And
this is a 5K run or walk. They can walk it or run it.
Yes. Although where it is, I don't recommend running unless you're very fit.
Okay. And that is going to be out City County Park and around. There's a course out there that you all have.
Right. The walk, the official walk itself will start at Northside Church and end at the park, going the back route, and then come back to the church, while all of our vendors will be set up at the park.
Okay.
We will have local vendors out selling their goods and making their business known as well. This event is for the autistic group and to help out the autism community, but ultimately, with our vendors out there, we want the entire community to benefit from this.
Okay. Well, I think that sounds great.
That's fantastic. Again, pre-registration deadline, July 26th, and the event itself is August 3rd, and it begins at Northside Baptist Church. And that morning, what time is that?
The walk itself starts at 10 o'clock. If you are doing same-day registration, we do ask you be there between 9 and 10 so that we have time to get you pre-registered. Just so we know, we do have wristbands available to notice walkers. If you bring a minor, your minor child will have a wristband with a number that matches yours.
Okay.
So we do have safety procedures in place, and the routes will be marked off with the city police. Chief King has helped with that, but the roads will still be open, so we will have to be vigilant.
Right.
All right.
And how do they get in touch with you if they have any questions?
Okay. Again, I'm available on Facebook, Heather Ppoole. I'll take a friend request. You can also reach me via telephone. If I don't answer, please leave me a message. I'm horrible at answering my phone. The number is 270-365. Yeah. Sorry.
That's okay.
I don't call myself.
I understand.
I've done that
That's
before.
a tough one.
Where
sometimes.
people say, well, what's your phone number? I don't call me. I don't know.
It's 625-3809. And if you see our flyers out and around town, it's on the bottom.
Okay.
And again, any member of our group is available to help with that as well. They can all get with me and give applications, give my phone number, any of it.
Awesome. Well, Heather, thank you so much, and certainly appreciate you coming in and visiting with us and telling us about this Autism Awareness Run Walk to be held August 3rd here in Princeton, beginning at Northside Baptist Church, and we hope you have a wonderful crowd. Again, get on and check out their Facebook page. Now, it's got a different title to it. Tell us what that is one more time before you leave.
It's Parents of Autistic Children Working Together.
Okay.
If you, again, If you send me a request, we have one on there. We have a public page as well as our private page.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks
Thank
so
you
much.
very much.
You have a great day. Thank you for being
Appreciate
with
you
us.
coming in.
It is 8:20. Tess and Ty on Coffee Talk 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Let's think about customization presented by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Liberty Mutual customizes your auto insurance so you only pay for what you need. So why aren't more things in life customizable? Why isn't a burger cheaper when you ask for no onions? I don't want them. So shouldn't you deduct the price of the onions? Right? Otherwise, I'm paying for the onions, but I'm not receiving any onions.
Go to libertymutual.com for a customized quote and you could save.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Coverage is underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Equal Housing Insurer.
O'Reilly Auto Parts offers O Rewards points in-store and online. Earn points on everything from replacement parts to tools and accessories. And for every 150 points collected, you'll get a $5 reward. Earn points any way you shop. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better prices every day.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Are you struggling to afford health care or your prescriptions? Let Health First Community Health Center help you. They offer various patient assistance programs for their patients in order to remove barriers to care. To find out if you qualify, contact the Outreach Department for more information at 1-877-667-7017. At Health First Community Health Center, your health is their first concern.
Since 1978, Perry's Floors & More has been selling, installing, and servicing homeowners throughout Western Kentucky with quality flooring and workmanship. Perry's Floors & More carries luxury vinyl plank and luxury vinyl tile, carpet, window treatments, and more. Brands like Mannington, Shaw, Tarkett, Beaulieu, and Flexitech. Quality brands, excellent customer service, combined with 40 years experience is why they say you can walk on our reputation. See Bill and Lucy at Perry's Floors & More, 127 West Market Street, Princeton.
This is Mallory Hancock Lawrence, and we love our Caldwell and Lyon County friends. We invite you to come to Cadiz anytime you can to shop with us. We're making it even easier for you. Whether you work in Cadiz or just come to town for a visit, stop in and shop with us. But if you're in a hurry, you can pre-order your groceries at hancocksneighborhoodmarket.com. It's so easy and convenient. Of course, we want to see your smiling face anytime we can, but if you're in a hurry, hancocksneighborhoodmarket.com is the way to go. Hancock's Neighborhood Market, Cadiz.
Hi, I'm Josh Cook, manager of Goodman Funeral Home in Princeton. I want to introduce you to the owner of the funeral home, Jonathan Goodman.
Thanks, Josh. We're glad to have you working with us. My wife, Shannon, and I are honored to be working with the good people of Princeton, Caldwell County, and surrounding communities to provide full-service funeral needs. We wanted to invite you to an open house on Sunday, June the 2nd, from 1 o'clock until 4. Plan to stop by after church, enjoy some complimentary refreshments, and give us a chance to say hi. We hope to see you there.
It's all at your fingertips now at WPKYOnline.com. Local video, local news, local sports, local weather information, and of course, contests. Plus, you can listen to us on your smart device. Just click the Listen Now button. We've made it easier to find your favorite information. WPKYOnline.com.
1580 103.3 WPKY, and I got some of my favorite guys in the studio. Ty got out of here, and now I can do whatever I want to. It's 8:23. I've got Goodman's Funeral Home with us, and Mr. Josh Cook. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Well, I said I had him on there. Where'd you go? There you are.
Can you hear us now?
Now I can hear you. How are you're still not on? Where'd Ty go? Evidently, Ty needs to push a button for me. There we go. Now I bet you're there.
Yes, good morning.
There he is.
Very good.
So it's, you all are right across the street, but that is a really pretty building. I mean, if you haven't stopped by and seen the renovations and that sort of thing and what they've done with the church building there, it's absolutely gorgeous. You did a wonderful job with that.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you.
And how long did that take you? All said and done.
Well, that was from kind of start to where we are today, about 4.5 months or so. There were a lot of sleepless nights and long hours that we put into that, but it turned out really beautiful, and we're especially proud of it, and again, want people to stop in and take a look.
Well, I've seen the pictures from the inside, but I'm looking forward to going over on the 23rd and being with you and coming in and seeing it. It's very modern, but it at the same time it's cozy. I mean, it's got a nice, peaceful, relaxing kind of, I'd like to come take a nap over there kind of. I mean, it does. It's I don't know. It's not the typical, I don't think it looks, typical of what most people would think. I think it feels really homey. Maybe that's the word that I'm looking for. And that you don't see that all the time, and I appreciate that.
Very good, very good. That was kind of the feel we were going for, Tess, and
wow.
We were hoping that people would be comfortable, and if they do have to use our services, that they would be comfortable with their family there. So,
well, now the one thing I think that's neat, you all do some services that I think are kind of special to Goodman's, right? And then what are those, Josh?
Well, I mean, we just really focus on connecting with the family and the family being part of ours. And we do, traditional services. We do the memorial services. And we've done several so far and helped a lot of families out. And, of course, we help pre-arrangements. We are always welcome to someone stopping in, getting some information, talking with me during the day. I look forward to that. I look forward to people stopping in and talking to me. So we just... I think me and Jonathan would say we've both been in the funeral business for several years. I'm going on 13 years in the profession.
Wow.
And
you don't look old enough to have been doing anything for 13 years. Are you kidding me?
Sophomore year in high school.
Goodness. He doesn't, though, does he?
No, he doesn't. He looks young.
He's doing well for himself, evidently.
He's a good
You're
guy.
treating him pretty good over there.
Well, we hope so. He's a good guy. We're blessed to work with him.
So and you decided to do a back-to-school drive, which I think is kind of neat. And that's something that I know it's the time of year everybody's starting to think about that.
Sure.
Because really and truly, as a mama, I mean, it's right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And it always sneaks up on me at my house because I think, I've got another month or I got another couple of months. And then all of a sudden it's there and you didn't even realize it. The sad part about it is, and I say sad, but I mean, it is unfortunate, but there's a lot of people in our area that can't afford it. And I know there are some areas of the country that, they're sending the school this year, where the kids don't have to have any school supplies. But the reality is that there's still things that you have to purchase. There's still things that you have to buy. So you all are trying to take the burden off of some of those mamas and dads, and we appreciate that.
And that's what, I was talking with Jonathan. Whenever I was in high school, I worked really close with the Cope and Hope Center, Champions Against Drugs, a lot of organizations. And I've always had a heart for kids. And so me and Jonathan was throwing around some ideas one day, and I said, let me call the Cope Center and see if they could use some donations. And I've been in education for 2 years, and I've seen how much of my own money I've spent to help provide supplies for kids. And so we're just really hoping that we can collect a ton of supplies next Tuesday over at the funeral home parking lot. Of course, I also work with Modern Woodman Fraternal Financial, and we're a fraternal organization, and so we really focus on things like this. And so I said, hey, let's team up together and really focus on this, and let's make an impact. And so like I told Jonathan, I said, I would love to pack my truck and pack the van and have to bring in another vehicle. That way we've got all these supplies to give away to these kids to take the burden off of the families.
Well, I know that if you don't have kids anymore, let me just... It costs so much more now than what it used to. It really does. And I know people say that we over-exaggerate and, kids don't need that much. You'd be surprised
Sure.
just what, some of these folders can cost $20. Mm-hmm. And that's just for the binder. That doesn't get the rest of the things that go in the binder. And, some families, the reality is that could feed us for a couple of days, and they have to make those decisions. And it's much as you don't want to admit that happens, or that people are struggling, they are. And I think that the back to school programs are so important because really and truly, I see more parents struggling to get children back to school than they do at Christmas. And there's also, I think, a lot more help during the holiday season with those sorts of things than there are now. Mm-hmm. And of course, I guess we don't have a holiday to kind of set it with. I guess maybe that's what the thing is. But I think our community's getting better about taking up those donations and trying to help our community. And I think that's where you all come in. And Jonathan Goodman, bless his heart, you're a wonderful person for doing that.
Well,
you really are.
You're very kind. And we want to be a part of this community and let people know that, hey, listen, we're not just a funeral home. We want to be part of this community, and we have children, and we know what it's like to have to pull all that together. Some of these families, are like mine. They've got 3 or 4 children, and when you multiply that cost times 3 or 4, then a little help along the way might be nice. And so if we can do a little bit of that and kind of maybe enlist the help of other people in town to hey, partner with us and drop off some school supplies, and let's make a difference in these kids' education year.
I'd like to fill it up so much that you can't walk through the door. That's what I would like to do. That would be a great blessing where we have to say, hey, Todd Griffin, come help us load all this stuff. That's what we need to do, and when you're going out and you're shopping for school supplies, and it doesn't, you don't have to just buy them the day of. It could be from any of the stores, no matter where you're at. If you see something and it's a 5-cent folder, or it's pencils that are on sale, or anything like that, go ahead and pick up the extras. You're there anyway, and grab them while you're there. Stick them over to the side and then wait. And then on the 23rd, come out to Goodman's Funeral Home. And, of course, I imagine Jonathan Goodman's going to be there, and Mr. Josh Cook will be there. And so I'll have some T-shirts to give away and some different things to give away that day, and come by and say hi, and we'll make a day of it.
And, like you said, if you go shopping and you find something, bring it on by. I'm always in the office building, and so you can drop it in, and I'd love to have a good start whenever we started on the next Tuesday, and then just absolutely pack the place out.
Well, and I like this too, because this is early enough so that the Hope and Cope Center can kind of start seeing what they've got before the first day of school. And when we wait till the last minute, a lot of times it's almost too late, because then the mamas and daddies finally say, well, I can't get them anywhere else. I've got to do something. And this at least can get some of the pressure off of them, where, maybe they can buy those new shoes because, they need them, and they don't have to worry about the binders and some of the other things that can be so costly. Because that's the other part of it. Sometimes, what is the old saying? You got to, borrow from Peter to pay Paul sometimes. And that's a decision that you have to make. Do I go out and spend all this money on these folders, or, do I buy shoes? And sometimes, unfortunately, that's what we've got to do. And now on the Woodman side of things, he's moonlighting on you, Jonathan.
Yeah,
Did you know that?
He wears a lot of hats.
I'm going to tell everybody about it, Josh. I am not a good secret keeper. So tell me, on the Woodman side of things, now what exactly do they do?
Well, Modern Woodman was founded in 1883, and we're just a fraternal financial company. I focus mainly in life insurance and retirement accounts, and I've helped a lot of families. I'm going on 3 years with the company, and they're just a strong company. It's not really been around this part that heavy, but I'm hoping to make that a change. Modern Woodman's, we're located, our home office is in Rock Island, Illinois, but we really look at being a part of the community and helping the community out, helping our families out. We have a ton of fraternal benefits to be able to help our families. Once you become a member, we have dinners for you each month. We have assistance. Just
food.
A ton of
stuff. There you go.
Who doesn't like food?
He got my interest immediately. I'm like, hello.
He said the buzzword.
So whenever I think about my own community, the one that I grew up in, I was born and raised here. I've always been here, and I look at it and I go, this is an awesome community, and this is where I want to raise my kids one day, and just be a part of it. And in order to be a part of it, you've got to make a difference.
I've heard, and don't get me wrong, I guess now that I'm back doing what I love at PKY, and that's one of those things that you think about, is that Princeton, I don't know how many times I've heard it, Princeton's just different. It's not like any other place. You don't do things the same way here that you do them in other places, because it's just different. But that's why we're here. That's why, a lot of us will move away for a little while, but guess what? We always end up coming back home. And that's, it's one of those things that we are different in this community, but I like it that way. I like that it's different. I like that it's got a little bit of Andy Griffin and, thrown in there, maybe a little Mayberry, a little this and that, but we still got the modernization of it as well. So that's what I love about that. And, a lot of us could help try to figure out retirement accounts and IRAs and all that sort of thing. It's confusing.
Well, and I really enjoy sitting down with families, and there's a no obligation. Most people here have known me my whole life, and I'll go in and I'll show you how I can help you, and whenever you're ready, that's whenever we'll take the next step. But I work with people all the time that get ready to retire, and I show them the numbers and everything, and they can't do it.
I started to say there's a lot of people that would like to retire and can't.
And so I would love, sitting down with people my age group or even younger. The younger you start, the better off it is, and the earlier you can retire sometimes.
I have a 16-year-old that, as of 2 days ago, she just turned 16. But that's something that, and it was, she's just a kid. Now's the time. That's when they need to start at least thinking about it and understanding it and understanding the saving aspect of it. And I would like to say that, that's something that I did when I was a kid that I would, I was a kid back then. You just don't think about it. Now, my 12-year-old, however, hauls hay, and that's saving is something that my kids actually do really well. And they still want to go out and be a kid from time to time. So, and I think there's a good limit to that, right? I mean, there's a give and take to it. You want to enjoy life as well, right?
Yes, exactly. And that's something that I take, something that my mom taught us as kids. Every Saturday morning we got out our 3 jars, and she gave us our allowance for helping around the house, and it may have been $2 or $5, but you had to divide it up, and 10% went to the church, 50% went into savings, and 40% went into spending. And so out of that $5, I mean, it wasn't much, but it taught us a life principle. And I tell people that all the time. You've got to just budget yourself. You've got to help out. And being in the funeral business and with Modern Woodman, it kind of goes hand in hand, because Jonathan and I see families all the time who aren't prepared, who life just throws a curveball at them, and for less than a Coke a month, you could be covered with life insurance. For less than a Coke a month, so that's pretty.
When you think about that, that's yeah.
Yeah. So can you spare that one Coke to make sure that your family's taken care of?
I love that. I really do. That comparison, and when we think about budgeting ourselves and doing those sorts of things, we don't think about, a lot of times that could be that one burger. If I would just leave off one burger a month, I could have the security that I really want, or the savings account that I really want, for one cup of coffee.
And I think with being in the funeral profession, I think we just have a desire to help people.
You're planners too. You're very much of a planner.
And so whenever we can help a family in any aspect, we appreciate the opportunity. And Jonathan has information and avenues, and I've got information and avenues, and so we're a variety of just helping the community out and doing what we can for them.
Well, and your community really does appreciate that as well. We really do. And of course, tell them, Jonathan, now make sure they know how to get a hold of you, when they need to get a hold of you. And there's several different, you guys have made it so convenient to do so.
Sure. We have tried to put our information out there in a couple different spots. You can find us on Facebook, just at Goodman Funeral Home. We have a very active Facebook page, and a lot of folks follow us there. And we encourage you to check us out on Facebook. Of course, our website is a great place to kind of look around a little bit, read about some of the things that we do, and that's goodmanfuneral.com. And then our phone number here at the funeral home is 365-3838, and so we'll be glad to visit with you and help answer any questions. And we hear a lot of times, people call and they'll say, "Listen, I've had a death, and I don't even know where to begin. So can you start at ground zero and just walk me through?" And we are more than willing to help with that. And so anything we can do to help, that's why we're here. So.
Well, and that's kind of a scenario. You're not ready for it. You're kind of in shock. I wouldn't know where to start.
Sure.
I really wouldn't. I would call you and say, "Okay, Mr. Goodman, handle it."
Right.
because I cannot.
Right.
I need you to handle it.
And that's what we do. I often tell people, "Listen, we're going to be your best friends for the next few days, and we're going to hold your hand and walk you through some of these days and get you through some of these early stages." And so that's what we do. That's why we're here.
Well, and I'll tell you, we're going to have some fun on the 23rd.
23rd, good times.
They're going to show you we can go have good times over at Goodman's as well.
It's not just all that, and we can we can be a part of the community and get to know you and introduce yourself to us and make sure we know who you are and let us say thanks for helping out some kids this year.
Okay, well, make sure, because we would love to fill it. I want so much there. It's just going to be in Josh's way. He's going to be mad at me. He's going to be tripping over it. That's what I want to happen. I'm not going to stop till we do that. We're going to fill that place up, and it's just of school supplies. Sure. And it couldn't be any more affordable. If you can go in and get a 5-cent folder and bring it out there and say, this is all I could afford, you know what? That's going to help one kid. Exactly. Out of a nickel, you've just helped one kid, and now they can go to school with a smile on their face. And that to me, I think is, you don't have to have a whole lot of money to help a kid. No, you don't. And a lot of, in your work with special needs, that's something that a smile and, a hi, how are you? And are you doing good? What about school? What grade are you in? Have a conversation with these kids. That's what they want. That's what they need. And whether a teenager likes to admit it or not, they really and truly do like that smile and that conversation from people. So make sure you come out on the 23rd and join us for that. Of course, WPKY will be over there. I will be over there, and I'm going to have some goodies for you. And I'm hoping we're just going to fill it up. Just fill it up till they can't walk no more. Thank you, Mr. Josh Cook and Jonathan Goodman from Goodman's Funeral Home.
Sure, thank you.
And, of course, Woodman. Now, how do they get a hold of you? Is it separate from Woodman?
Well, there's Woodman Life, and then there's Modern Woodman.
Okay.
And so I'm with Modern Woodman.
Okay.
And so my number is just my cell number. It's 270-350-6590. And I've got a Facebook page as well. That you can look up, and there's just a lot of different avenues that you can find. Of course, I'm at the funeral home every day, so you can always stop by there, and we can show you around, show you the facilities, and I would love to just talk with you and meet with you.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Of course, I know that you didn't have to go very far. You're right there. However, I appreciate you coming over and saying hi, because we sure do enjoy them being here.
Yes, thank you.
Well, anytime. It's Tess and Ty on 1580 103.3 WPKY. Stick around. I'm going to have your full forecast for you and Coffee Talk. We've got more to go here in just a few minutes on PKY.
Let's think about customization presented by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Liberty Mutual customizes your auto insurance so you only pay for what you need. So why aren't more things in life customizable? Why isn't a burger cheaper when you ask for no onions? I don't want them, so shouldn't you deduct the price of the onions, right? Otherwise, I'm paying for the onions, but I'm not receiving any onions.
Go to libertymutual.com for a customized quote and you could save.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Coverage is underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Equal housing insurer.
O'Reilly Auto Parts offers O-Rewards points in-store and online. Earn points on everything from replacement parts to tools and accessories. And for every 150 points collected, you'll get a $5 reward. Earn points any way you shop. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better prices every day.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Here's your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast.
Well, I would like to tell you that you're going to get rid of the rain, but that is not going to happen today. It looks like a high around 81. Those showers and thunderstorms are going to go ahead and last all the way through the weekend. And, of course, well, no, that's not true. All the way to the middle of the week. That's what it is. This weekend, it's going to clear up. Can you tell something might be going on in the area? This weekend, you're really going to have to pay close attention because the triple digits on the heat index is where it's going to hit, and that is never ever safe. That's not where you want to be. So make sure that you take plenty of bottled water. You make plans if you've got a lot of sporting events and stuff coming up this weekend, that you make plans in advance to make sure you have a way to cool off. It's 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast is brought to you by Brantley Furniture.
Hey guys, Heidi with Capitol Cinemas, your local Princeton movie theater with your weekday lineup. In Cinema 1, Spider-Man Far From Home, Monday through Thursday at 5 and 7:40. Spider-Man moves to Cinema 2 on Thursday for the opening of The Lion King PG. Shows Thursday at 6 o'clock. In Cinema 2, Toy Story 4, Rated G, shows Monday through Thursday at 5 and 7:40. Toy Story 4 ends Wednesday. Annabelle Comes Home, Rated R, shows Monday through Thursday at 5 and 7:40. This week's free movie, Saturday morning, July 20th, is Hotel Transylvania 3 Summer Vacation. Doors open at 10, movie starts at 10:30. This week's free movie star sponsors are Woodman of the World, ABC Finance, Woodall Agency, Black Patch Grill, WPKY, Blooms by Brook, Todd Wetzel, Carousel Laundromat, Trice Hughes, Kathy's Confections, Thurman and Campbell, Coleman Shoes, Times Leader, Vance Cook, Taco John's, Supreme Court Justice Bill Cunningham, Stow It, and Judge Executive Larry Curling. Call during showtime hours at 270-365-0200 or visit us at capitalcinemas.net. Thanks for listening. See you at the show.
1580 103.3 WPKY, and of course the cutest kid photo contest is on. All you got to do is go to our website, WPKYonline.com, and of course everybody thinks they have the cutest kid. I think I have, well, my kids used to be cute. They kind of outgrew cute. I don't know what happens in the teenage years, but they just suddenly they go from this cute as a button little kid to mean old teenagers. I don't know what happens, but when they're a kid and they're a baby, the cutest kid photo contest is on, and it could not be easier to upload those photos. You can enter your cutest kid picture and win. Now here's a good one, okay? $100 prize pack. That is nothing to sneeze at. From Gracious Me, Hancock's Neighborhood Market, Bella Marie Boutique, Main Street Pharmacy, and of course this is going to go on, and you can actually already enter up until July 31st, and that's at 11:59 p.m. our time. So you've got plenty of time to enter. Make sure you go in there. You take about, if you're anything like me, I used to take about 1 billion pictures. Everybody, my mom included, used to make fun of me because I would take 1,000 pictures, it seems, and I'd only keep one. I would delete the rest of them. But you never know. If you take that 100 pictures, there's going to be that one perfect picture. And I've seen some of the cutest kids on Facebook here lately that I think every one of them are adorable. Miss Bethany has got the cutest, sweetest little girl. But I'm a little partial to that redhead, that little Ginger. She is a cutie pie. But make sure that you go on, you enter your cutie, and you never know, you might win. And that's a $100 prize pack that all of the moms around here would absolutely love to get a hold of. Again, it's from Gracious Me, Hancock's Neighborhood Market, Bella Marie Boutique, Main Street Pharmacy, and 1580 103.3 WPKY. And of course, the winners of the Fan Faves is going on as well. You can go on and see, and they're telling me, no, don't do it. Make them go. There might be someone local on there that won something. You might want to go look. That's my tease. That's as much as I can tell you. But if you will go on there and look, there just might be somebody that looks awfully familiar to you that's a winner on there. And, of course, thank you to everybody who did go on and vote for their favorite. Of course, it was Your Sports Edge, and that was a really, really neat thing. If you weren't able to get in on it, at least go in and now see who won, because we've got people from all over the area in all different sports. It's anything from, there was swimming on there, football, basketball. I mean, anything that these kids are involved in, golf, tennis, soccer, it's on there. And the area favorites are there. And of course, this is your 2019, the year for 2019 winners. And it's really neat. You need to go on there. And of course, your loyal listener, your big deals page. This is the other part. If you haven't been to our website lately, you need to check it out at WPKYonline.com. And you can do anything from email Tess and Ty while you're there to the big deals page. And the big deals page, if you're like me, you've got school shopping that you've got to do really soon. I just had to go get some football cleats because I had football camp starting up. Let's see, I had to go get all kinds of popsicles and things for band camp because band camp started today, or actually yesterday. So I had a lot of things, and of course school supplies are coming up here just around the corner as well. And my kids have outgrown everything they have. I don't know how in the world those little, I say little feet, they're more like Sasquatch feet, but they outgrow everything every year. The deals page will really save you some money. If you think, well, it's going to cost me more money in gas to get all the way over there than it did to actually save when I got there. No. You don't have to go 2 and 3 hours away to be able to actually do something with the deals on this page. You can actually access those right here in Princeton, even at Kay's. That's one of the places that's on there. And just for example, with hers, it was a great deal the other day. They had 2 $10 gift certificates for $11. So that's a $20, 2 gift cards worth $20 total, and you only paid $11 for it. So that's a really, really good deal. And actually, a lot of people that go on that deals page say, you know what? I don't go out to eat. I don't go shopping. I don't do any of that before I check that deals page, because you'd be surprised how much money you can actually save just by clicking on that. It's WPKYonline.com, and it's from just about anything you can think of. Automotive, events and venues, food, home, pets, personal health, retail. You can even search by city if that's what you want to do. You say, hey, I'm going to be in Clarksville today. You can type that in, and you can even search by city. So, and you can redeem instantly on your mobile device as well. So, I mean, it's could not be easier. If I can operate the system, you can operate the system, I guarantee. Now, I will say, coming up tomorrow on Coffee Talk, the one person that I think a lot of people have been waiting on is going to be here tomorrow, and this is it's the fish guy. Everybody says, well, when's the fish guy coming? When's the fish guy coming? The fish guy is officially going to be here tomorrow with Tess and Ty on Coffee Talk, and he's going to have a ton of things that I've got listener questions that I'm collecting. I've been collecting for a couple of weeks now, and you've still got time until he gets here tomorrow. If you do have a question and that you'd like answered about the catfish or anything about the fisheries in the area, this is your time and this is your guide. And make sure that you email me that, and Tess and Ty will get those out to him tomorrow, and we'll get them answered on the air for you. It's WPKYonline@gmail.com is the email address. And again, all you got to do is put your question in there. You don't need, it could be anonymous if you don't want to put your name on it. You don't have to put your name on it, and I'll ask him anyway. How about that? But he's already told me that he's going to tell me about, we really want to focus and talk about the catfish population. That's one thing that in the area, the different anglers in the area are saying that they all are having problems with it. Where are these fish? Why are they not biting? Any other time, my stink bait would work like crazy. I would have 50 or 60 in the boat, and I have 3. Where did they go? Well, it's not just you. It's not just your bait. It's not just where you're going. It's not your favorite spot necessarily. They're having these problems all over, and there's reasons for that. So he's going to try to clue us in on what areas may not be having as much of a problem with them this year. But catfish are not the only things that aren't necessarily biting this year. So he's going to be full of information, and he's going to really tell you where the hot spots are. Of course, if you're like us, there's guys in our church that actually go out and fish all year long so that we can have a giant fish fry once a year. And they're a little behind right now because they're not catching as many. And I'll tell you, these guys have got it down to an art and a science. So something's going on with the population. So they're going to let us know about that. And then, of course, on Monday, that's when our carp guy is coming in, and he's going to tell us all about this $100 bounty per carp and per fish. So that's, hey, and if you ever thought about becoming a fisherman, that might be the day to do it. But he's going to tell us all about that on Monday. So, I mean, if you've got questions about the black carp that are coming in, if you've got questions about the catfish or the lack thereof, make sure that you send us an email, WPKYonline@gmail.com, and write your question on there. Now, if you have a subject or a guest that you would like to have that you think would be a great guest, and let Ty and I know about it, again, it's WPKYonline@gmail.com. It is 8:53, your full forecast coming up, and I guess that'll be about it, though. But Audrey's going to be here in just a few minutes. She'll have your full news, and, of course, Todd will have your sports. So stick around. There's more to come. 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Here's your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast.
Well, I wish I could tell you there's not going to be any rain, but there's going to be a ton of it. If you haven't put those muck boots in, as my dad calls them, the gum boots away, you probably shouldn't. The rain is going to last all the way through the night. High today of 81. Tonight's low is going to be 72. So not too bad. It will be a little muggy over the course of the next couple of days. 50-50 shot at rain tomorrow. High of 82. And then we're going to start warming back up. The sunshine is going to pop back out later in the week, all the way through the weekend. High staying lower to mid-90s. However, the heat index is going to hit the triple digits, so make sure you prepare yourself for that. 8:54 and 76 at 103.3 WPKY.
Your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast is brought to you by Herb Hayes Furniture.
Imagine this. It's late at night, it's cold and dark, and you have a flat tire. One never knows when old Bessie's going to cause you problems. There's only one place to call, Wallace Towing and Recovery in Princeton. Wallace Towing and Recovery is a 24/7 towing and recovery service. You can count on Wallace Towing and Recovery to get you safe and back on the road or to a repair shop. Wallace Towing and Recovery will jumpstart your vehicle, change a tire, deliver gas, unlock a door, or haul to the garage or scrapyard. Wallace Towing and Recovery has you covered in Princeton and surrounding areas. Call Wallace Towing and Recovery. Check them out on Facebook, and when you need a tow or roadside help, call Wallace Towing and Recovery at 270-963-9081.
Black Pipes Grill is excited to continue bringing you the taste of Ireland on our menu. Traditional Irish dishes are available for lunch and dinner, so enjoy your favourites like the Irish burger, bangers and mash, shepherd's pie or beef and Guinness pie. And don't forget fish and chips every Friday night. Enjoy the beer of the week with your meal or one of our specialty cocktails. Black Pipes Grill is downtown's place to relax and enjoy a meal with friends and family. Black Pipes Grill, Main Street, Princeton. Check us out on Facebook.
Great music.
From when you had to answer the phone without knowing who's on the other end.
Hello? Hello? Anyone can hear me? Please answer.
Oh, you remember that. WPKY.
You are the woman that I've always dreamed of. I knew it from the start. I saw your face and that's the last I've seen of my heart. It's not so much the things you say to me, it's not the things you do, it's how I feel each time you're close to me that keeps me close to you. Whoa, you are the woman that I've always dreamed of. I knew it from the start. I saw your face and that's the last I've seen of my heart. It's not so much your pretty face I see, it's not the clothes you wear, it's more that special way you look at me that always keeps me there. Whoa, whoa, you are the woman that I've always dreamed of. I knew it from the start. I saw your face and that's the last I've seen of my heart. It's hard to tell you all the love I'm feeling, that's just not my style. You got a way to set my senses reeling every time you smile. Whoa, you are the woman that I've always dreamed of. I knew it from the start. I saw your face and that's the last I've seen of my heart. Of my heart. Ooh, of my heart.
Serving Caldwell County since 1950. We're 1580, 103.3 WPKY Princeton.
Fox News, I'm Lillian Wu. The House about to debate a resolution condemning the president for what some